G'day Token crew, how's it going? Live from Sydney. I've got my mum Jenny Wallington here. How you going, mum?
Good, thank you.
Just had a lovely day out for my 32nd birthday, which is cool. I know I mentioned to a fair few of you guys about that we want to do some interviewing, and some of you guys have put up your hands, so we'll be getting some more people in, whether it's live or just over the Zoom calls. But yeah, I just wanted to ask Mum a few questions about how she's going. G'day Tashi, what's cracking, mate? A few questions about how she's going with her token year and what she's learnt, and let's get on with it. So the first question would be, how many tokens are you on, Mum?
58.
58 tokens. It's almost your age, Mum.
Thank you, Ben.
So what's been your best token so far?
I'd say probably having a glass of champagne, a real champagne at the Ritz for my 60th birthday. My auntie took me there when you were overseas a couple of months ago.
Awesome. And and I know you tried pink gin for the first time, so what was good about that experience?
It was just delicious. It was very nice.
Try and speak a bit louder.
And it had rhubarb in it, which I really liked. So I think that's why I liked it, and it was very refreshing.
And so that was a yay, but it could have turned out to be a nay, because the reason you guys went for a drink was because you're having a little bit of conflict, so it was kind of like a resolution drink, and sometimes like having a couple of drinks can actually be really nice and diffuse situations. So that was actually a good opportunity to have a heartfelt chat, wasn't it, Mum?
Yes, it was. Thank you.
Just want to throw that one in there. So let's talk about some of the nays. Or one in particular. G'day Phil, how you going, mate? What's been a clear nay that you've had this year, and why was it a nay?
A couple of weeks ago, I came home from work. I was absolutely exhausted, and I just wanted a drink. So I went and drank, and I drank a whole bottle. I felt terrible the next day. I didn't have a hangover. I don't tend to get hangovers, but it made me aware that drinking's not going to solve any problems or make me feel any better at the end of the day. I'd rather just have one glass or two glasses and enjoy it.
That's right. That's been a good thing for Mum this year. And when she says bottle, she's not talking about Jim Beam. She's talking about red wine. Yeah. But yeah, that's been a really good thing, and something that we've chatted about a little bit when it comes to how much we should be drinking. And then you said that you actually decided not to go and buy more wine for the next week or so.
Yep. So then after that, I thought, well, maybe I shouldn't have any wine in the house. So I didn't bother buying any. But I think I've got enough. I hope I've got enough strength that I'm not going to do that. If I'd like to have a drink, it's nice to have a bottle in the house.
And I guess it's all about recognising the cues of, you've come home from a really big week at work, you are feeling a bit depleted, and that's when your sort of strengths are down, and that's when you can sort of slip up, even though you know that having more than one or two glasses is when you're going to polish a whole bottle.
Yep.
So that's really awesome, Mum. So glad that the app's helping in that. Has there been any like nice surprises this year, and things that you've learned about yourself based on the 101 Tokens lifestyle?
Well, I think I was drinking far too much. It's made me more aware of what I am drinking, what I have been drinking. I was probably nearly drinking, I'd say 5 out of 7 nights before I started the tokens, and now I often just have a drink maybe on the weekend, but I've gone weeks without having it, something to drink. I had a few when I was away on holidays, which I really enjoyed, but that just was something special.
Yeah, I think Mum won't mind me saying is that she's had a pretty tough couple of years. And actually, for me growing up, Mum didn't drink at all. Like, you might have had maybe one wine and she was blotto, you know what I mean? Once every 6 months. But then, so I found it quite odd coming back from London that Mum was drinking that much. So it was kind of like serendipitous, the fact that I've been working on this project and Mum could join in on the crew, and she's connected with a few people through the 101 Tokens community, which is awesome. But it is important to sort of look at that as well, because not all of us have been smashing it since we've been 15. Some people discover alcohol at a later age or at different times in their life, and often it's is used as a crutch for situations which aren't awesome. So we can learn a lot from just, I guess, Mum's story and the fact that she's fighting away out the other side, but also still enjoying a drink, but identifying the best ways to have a drink, which is awesome. So I'm super proud of you, Mum. thanks for having me. Thanks for having the birthday and looking after me as always.
And I'm super proud of you, Ben, for what you're doing because you're wonderful.
Paid her to say that. No, not really. So yeah, if you've got any, it's really important. If you've got any loved ones, friends or family that you think could benefit from just a little bit of reflection, never go in with a hard sell and say, oh, you know, I reckon you should use 101 tokens because, well, whatever. But just go in and go, oh, there's this app, or you know, there's a supportive community which all of us are in. Just come and check it out. If it's not your dice, then there's plenty of other stuff out there as well. Like Hello Sunday Morning is great too. And we're supporters of the mission, so literally don't mind where you get success from, but yeah, it's important just to keep looking, and if you make mistakes, then learn from them, and yeah, that's basically the ethos of 101 Tokens, is to drink smart and live more. So thanks, Mum. Anything else you'd love to say?
I wish you all love, life and peace and happiness.
Love, light, peace and happiness. There you go. Thanks, Jenni Wellington. Thanks, Mum.